99% of us are programmed for failure. Did you know that? 99% of us are programmed to fail at the exact goals and results that we set out for ourselves. Why is that? Well, it's like if you have a computer and you type this long letter, right? Then you hit print and out comes the letter and you read it and there's like one typo. So you grab an eraser and you erase the typo right off the letter and then you go back to the computer and you hit print. And out comes the print and you look at it and that same error is there, that same typo. So this time you really put some muscle into it and you really get rid of it. Now it's really gone, right? You're like, okay, now it's gone. And you hit print and out comes the same typo. Why is that? Because we're focusing on the activity instead of focusing on the programming. Okay, let me explain. So let's say we have a point in time. This is a line in time or a point in time, okay? And we say, well, and a lot of people come and say, Dave, just show me the activity. What do I need to do? Just tell me what I need to do and I'll do it, right? And maybe that's you as you listen to me like, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Just tell me what to do. So we have this thing, it's called an activity. And you're like, just tell me what the activity is, right? I'll do it so I can get a result. Okay. And once I start getting those results, I'm going to get a lifestyle. Now, I apologize for my writing. I'm writing left-handed and I'm a righty and got a hurt right arm. So a lot of you guys are like, just tell me what the activity is. I'm going to get the result. I'm going to get that lifestyle I want, right? And true, that is the progression, okay? But there's something on the other side of the line of time that we really need to focus on. I'm going to share that with you. That's going to make all of this work, okay? Because without this, you're not going to have the right approach to the activity to get the right results, get the right lifestyle. We're going to get you there, okay? I'll share with you some secrets here. Now, success in online marketing looks just like this, okay? It kind of has it looks, if you graphed it, it would look like this, and then boom, okay? So it appears that nothing's happening, nothing's happening, nothing's happening, nothing's happening, nothing's happening, and all of a sudden, boom, something happens. And it happens quick, okay? Momentum, all right? Failure in internet marketing looks sort of similar, right? Nothing's happening, nothing's happening, nothing's happening, boom, something happens, okay? It's the exact same thing. What makes the difference is what's going on over here, okay? Now, if I turn this way, it's like a tree. And if I had two good arms, I would turn it so you can see it. It's like a tree growing, right? Well, what needs to be underneath the tree, okay? A lot of you guys are saying roots, the roots nutrition, right? The programming that goes into the growth of that tree, okay? This is super important. And what does that programming look like? Well, in my opinion, this is my opinion, it starts with attitude, all right? Because you can have a good attitude that makes you feel really good, and then you'll do the activities, and all of a sudden someone says something to you like, pooh, I feel like crap, and now that day you just don't want to do the activities. So you're not going to get the results, you're not going to get the lifestyle, okay? So it really starts with activity, all right? But what's driving that? Now I got notes underneath, that's what I'm kind of cheating on. What drives the activity is our thoughts. Now, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know I talk a lot about mindset. It's about what we think, that little voice inside our head, right? It's that little voice inside our head that's driving our thoughts that make us feel good, have a good attitude, get the activities done, so we get the right results, and we get that lifestyle. So if that little voice inside your head is negative, you can't do this, who do you think you are, you don't deserve this, you're going to have a really bad attitude and you're not going to do the activities, okay? For the long term, you're not going to get this result. This is how this stuff works. Well, what is driving our thoughts? How can we change our thoughts? Well, it's a little thing, it's a little thing that we call programming. Which is where we're going to focus a lot of our attention today, guys. Now, we're going to get back to all this right here, but really programming, how we program our mind changes the way we think, changes our attitude, allows us to do the activities, get the results, thus reap the lifestyle that we're after, okay? So what Where did we get programming from? Well, guys, we've been getting programmed from the day we were born. Day we were born, right? What affects programming? Well, family, right? Family definitely affects programming. From the day you're born, you have your mother and your father around you. And I come from a very nurturing, loving home. Some of the programming I got was great. Some of the programming I got not so great, right? It all relates to how we deal with life's many challenges. Do you realize the average child will hear no 5 times more than yes? So for every for every yes that we get in our lives, we get 5 times no. No, you can't do this. No, don't touch that. No, don't do this. No, 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 no. It's crazy, right? Also our friends, I'll put that in the same category, family and friends, when we have friends that we hang out with, the friends are affecting our programming as well. Well, what else affects our programming? Well, some of these things might really sound pretty interesting, but education is affecting our programming. And again, I can't write, but education. Now, do you realize our education system here in the United States, since the start of time, is geared towards you working for someone else? Do you realize that? So the education, by its very nature, is programming us to be serving it to someone else. Okay? Good, bad, indifferent, I don't know, but that's how we're being programmed, is to show up on time, do a good job, all these things. It's not programming us to be independent thinkers and to create our own desired outcome, which a lot of us are really wanting to do. And it's very simple to do once we can start to affect our programming. All right? What are some other things that affect programming? Well, this is interesting. Religious leaders, right? Religious leaders, religious groups that we're in. Some say, some religious beliefs will tell you that, making money is evil. Some religious beliefs will say, different philosophies that begin to program us. Good, bad, indifferent. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to lay out what is causing our programming, which is driving our thoughts and driving our attitude, okay? Very important stuff. Another really important influence on our programming is the media. Every day, in every way, the media is affecting us. Whenever we turn the television on, it's telling us what to do, what to think, what to believe in. As far as what's going on in the world events, everything is being presented to you with an opinion, right? With some sort of hidden agenda on the media. What to buy, what to think, what not to buy. This is all influencing our programming. Okay, culture is another one, right? Culture. All of these things influence our programming. Depending on what part of the world we live in, it has a different influence on how we think. Okay, so literally, if we can start to change some of these things and change the way we are programmed, we're going to change our thoughts. Okay, now how we're programmed. There's 3 different ways to program. Right, we're programmed verbally, through modeling, and through experiences. Like, I'm reading my notes because I went through all this stuff the other night, and I thought to myself, I got to share this with you. So really, the way we're programmed is through verbally, through modeling, right? We model other people, and then through our experiences that we have in our lives, create the programming. Okay, now here's something that's super important, and I believe it. And you've heard this expression, you are the sum of the 5 people you most hang out with. This is the best way to start to influence your program and influence your thoughts. Okay, so if the 5 people you hang out with are not getting the results you want, that's a good place to start. Because, and there's another saying, if you don't need to carry a mirror with you, just look around you, and that's the reflection of you. Interesting. Associations are so flippin' important. Okay. So, and here's another truth. Here's a little nugget for you. Is if you decide you want to change your association, you want to make sure you're on the bottom of that association, right? That everyone else is achieving more of the things you want, because they'll pull you up. right? If you're on the top of that association and you're achieving results and everyone else is associated with you because they want to get that result, they're going to pull you down. That's just how these things work. So you want to be very careful about who you associate with, and you want to now begin to associate with those folks that are getting the results and the lifestyle that you're looking for, if that's what you're after, okay? So instead of being part of the 99%, that just allow the default life to program them, become that 1% that makes a decision that you are now going to allow your programming to be influenced by you. You make that choice, and you can do it right now. So the moment you change your programming, guys, the moment you change your thoughts, change your attitude, then all of this that you see on the surface is going to instantly and radically change. And right here, you see, it seems like nothing's happening, seems like nothing's happening, seems like nothing's happening, and all of a sudden something happens in a big way. Why? Because during this seemingly stuff here that nothing's happening, you're focused on the stuff under the surface. You're working on all of this. Because until this is right, none of this stuff is going to work. It's just not. Okay, it's like hitting print on your computer and expecting a new document to come out instead of focusing on the program and all this stuff back here. So in the coming weeks, coming months, as you and I begin to start to work together, we're going to start to develop this stuff. I'm going to get you here. That's where we're heading. But it's going to take a lot of work under the surface, and it's awesome. Once you realize that this is where your work's going to really take place, and all of this stuff just starts to flow, it is really awesome. So with that, guys, if you've gotten value out of this video, this is starting to chime with you, by all means, put your comments below, like and share it amongst your friends so they can get the value as well. All right? And then be sure to stay tuned to your email or look into our blogs or wherever it is you've gotten this message from for some more interesting strategies on how to change your programming so we can now change our thoughts and our attitude and change our activity and our results and get that lifestyle that we're after. This is David Abram, and until next time, go out and make it a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.